showstopper. So I'll stop talking about it because it's sold out. But it's great. All right, so now we're going to move on. I'm just making sure I got all my rings out here. Yeah, I'm just looking because I want to make sure you guys, this was from last hour. I think this ring is still available. I'm not 100% sure. No, the feather ring was the first one. I don't know which ones, but anyway, I'm putting them together because I think they look nice.
Oh, they really do.
You can still get the ring, but here we go. This is Kingman. It's a multi-station, so it's kind of like a Native American tennis bracelet when you think about it. It really is. In a way. We're birthday price. Look at this.
Another really contemporary piece here, something we don't usually do, so I think it's super, super neat.
And wait, I gotta look down. Wait, next card. It was $6.99, we're at $3.99. So we've taken $300 off. And let's talk about it. These are, again, pretty large pieces. It goes all the way around.
Large pieces, and this is very easy to adjust. If you bought the charm bracelet that we had one of the last shows, you could add your charms to this, which I think is so cool. Even if you have other charms, you know, you can add this, you know, your charms to this. It's just such a neat bracelet. We do not do a lot of stuff like this. It's very time consuming for us to do something like this. So this is just such a neat piece. If you're a collector, I feel like you'll really love this one.
And I wanted to show it's really versatile because you have a ton of space to work with. So it starts out, it says 6 3/4. Well, it's 6 3/4 to 10 inch. So if you've been frustrated because you couldn't find a piece that maybe will fit your wrist, this one's going to be the easiest one. I mean, the cuffs work too, but let's say, oh, maybe you're going to buy it for a guy. I think this would be really cool on a guy. So if you want a guy, maybe you have all the turquoise and your husband's like, really? You could share this with a guy, and that's 10 inches. So that's going to fit, you know, very.
And how neat would that be, like, for you and your significant other to have, you know, matching turquoise bracelets? I love that idea.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah. So you do get and that's kind of unusual because normally you won't get a bracelet that's going to have that much versatility on it. So it's great. And nice big lobster claw clasp, so you can hook that one easy. That's a lot of silver in the clasp.
That's a lot of silver.
Heck, gone. All right, I do want to talk about VIP financing. We have 12 months you can pay this off, and let me explain what it is. If you go to hsn.com, you can get our HSN card. And what happens is we do not charge any extra interest if you use our card on certain price points. It's called VIP financing. So the price you pay today is the exact same price you pay in a year from now, as long as you pay it off within 12 months in this case. No, 18, we do 12. So it's like somewhere around $40 a month. Oh, $33 a month, thank you. If you pay it off in 12 months, it's the exact same price. The credit card you use every day, how do they make money? It's charging you interest every single month. With our card, we don't at certain price points. And again, the only rule is pay it off in a year in this case. So that's pretty incredible. And it allows you, I think, to get these heirloom pieces that normally you might not be able to afford to put it all out at once.
Yeah, I wish I had that available in my store, my website.
Right.
That's just, it makes it, I know this is not inexpensive, but again, this is not fast fashion. This is something you're going to be able to pass down from generation to generation to generation. I always remember my Granny Sue. She always had a lot of turquoise on, and she just looked so sharp. I feel like she was like in the 1970 look, like that was her whole look. That's and so just cool. To get some of her pieces, it means so much more to me because they were coming from her, and she was such a fashionista.
That's so cool. That's really awesome too. Well, and this one's easy because, you know, it's just simple, it's clean, you know, there's not a whole lot. They really actually kind of worked with the stones on this one.
They have.
You know what I mean? As opposed to...
This is a lot of stonework on this guy.
Yeah, kind of explain how important that is.
So we're cutting all of our stone from rough. So we're cutting it all from the rock, and we are going through and inlaying each of these pieces. So our inlaying team alone, they're artists in themselves. I mean, you know, we've got Greg Martin, Dora Whitehorse, and it's so interesting to see how we've grown as a team, and you know, they've been there now around 10, 12 years, and it's just such a movement in our area. We're not getting these stones from overseas. We're not having them cut in China. We're getting everything done right here in the United States. We have videos on Instagram, TikTok of us actually cutting the stone and inlaying it. We would love to show you guys.
That's cool. Well, how would they find those?
We're Chaco Canyon Trading online, so in Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, Chaco Canyon Trading.
Okay, there you go. So make sure you check that out because you can see. And do you have some of the artists on there too?
Yep. So on our website we have bios on a lot of the artists,
that's so cool.
And yeah, it's really, really neat. And like I said, HSN is really behind this whole movement. We're able to do this. We're able to stay in business because of you guys at home.
Yeah, and I think if you're trying to do something and you want something different and unusual, it definitely is Chaco Canyon. You know, you don't see these pieces coming and going all the time when you're out and about, right? You can always tell when somebody's gone to the mall and you show up and you have the same jewelry or you have the same dresses on. And you're like, oh, we all went to the local mall, didn't we? But with Chaco Canyon, you walk into a room and you look distinctly different. So if you truly are a jewelry girl, this is your line. You know, when was the last time you saw anybody wearing pieces like this in your neighborhood? Or you went to the school play or whatever, you went to see the grandkids somewhere. And did you see anybody wearing gorgeous turquoise? Probably not. So when that woman always stands out. Tell you a true story, it's so interesting. I was in an airport, I was way in Upper Michigan. I go there a lot, and I was in a very small airport. And this woman had a ton of turquoise on. And again, way up there too. I was like, wow, that's cool. And I started talking to her and I said, she was an employee. She was at the ticket counter. And she had on her basic uniform from the airlines, which was pretty darn basic. It was like a collared shirt. It was boring, right? But she had all this great turquoise on. And I said, oh my God, I love your turquoise. You look so great. She goes, I love turquoise. She goes, I collect for years. It's all I wear. And I said, well, you can tell and it looks amazing on you. And do you know why I stopped and talked to her? Because she had all her turquoise on. And I admired her so much. I was like, oh my gosh, I love your jewelry. That's what we want, and that's what it feels when you're wearing it. People will stop you and they want to know the story. Where did you get that? Oh my gosh. Or did you go down the Southwest? Did you travel there? You go, no, I got it at home from HSN. At least I hope you give us the credit.
From the comfort of our...
From the comfort of our home. I have a giant jewelry collection. All right, so we've got more to come, guys. I know this has got to be pretty limited, Rock, right now. Oh, we started out with about 80, and there's now 30 remaining. Again, it goes from 6 3/4 to a whopping 10 inches.
So this is our shop.
Wow. Now
That's Tyler.
Okay. And we're seeing them literally craft these.
So, and this is Jimson. And
oh, wow.
So right here, he's soldering stuff together. He's making a ring shank. She's cutting turquoise.
Oh my gosh.
This is inlay again. This is some more inlay. All of this is done by hand. It's probably one of the last jewelry businesses out there that we do so much of it by hand. He's polishing each piece. There's Reese, she's boxing stuff.
That's awesome. Oh, and by the way, too, we have the little pad out here. It's beautifully boxed.
It's beautifully boxed.
If you're going to give it as a gift, and also you get a little tarnish cloth in there.
Yep.
So if you want to keep your silver looking nice and